Do you know that a bad night's sleep is very costly? Welcome to the fourth pillar in our 9 pillars of health. And today we're looking at sleep and rest. Have you ever been to the Disney park, Walt Disney Park? They have all these roller coasters that works all day, the same way your phone works all day. In the night, if they refuse to oil those coasters, it will be a disaster the following day. The same way, if you use your phone all day and you refuse to recharge your battery in the night when you are sleeping, it will not serve you the following day. That's the same way your body requires sleep and rest. You'll notice that I put them separately because many people think they are sleeping, but their body is not really resting. And then during the day, there should be minutes of rest. And that's why I put them separately. Sleep is the state where your body repairs itself. Now, you work all day when the day is bright. In the evening, once there is darkness, the way the Creator molded us, we are supposed to go to sleep. But these days, we would rather abuse the chicken that goes to sleep once it is dark. In Yoruba, we would say, abediyewo. That is, if you sleep early, it has become an abuse. We are comparing you with the chicken, and we are complaining that you are going to sleep at the same time that the chicken is sleeping, which is supposed to be the ideal situation. It's because we now have electricity and light that is giving us the impression that we have 24 hours to work. No, at creation, you work all day, in the evening, you rest. For a simple reason, it is when you go to sleep that growth and rejuvenation happens in your body. If you have a newborn baby, can you tell when that baby is growing? No. The way God made us is that the body nurtures itself, rejuvenates itself. The cells are renewed when we sleep. So, as adults, even though we are not growing taller, the body continues to rejuvenate. Using the nutrients we got from the food we ate during the day, it repairs itself. We are made up of trillions of cells. So, it is when you go to sleep that your body repairs itself. What's the time to sleep? By 9:30, the brain secretes sleep inducing hormones. You notice that when you sit in front of the television listening to news, sleep comes and then you wait it off because you feel you are not ready to sleep. By the time you are ready to sleep, which is about 10, 11, 12, the sleep has come and gone. And so sleeplessness starts. And then you start looking for sleep inducing drugs. And that is what we have everywhere now. Once the body cannot repair itself, there's accumulation of toxins, and all of that. And especially when you eat late, your body is digesting food instead of repairing the cells. All of these are the reasons why diseases grow in the body. So it's suggested that we go to bed by 9:30 so that when that sleep inducing hormone comes, you sleep off naturally. It's also advised that we sleep for at least 7 to 8 hours. And that works. If you're on your bed by 9:30, you can sleep off by 10 and you can wake up anytime from 5 and you feel energized and better. Have you noticed that if you go to bed even at 12 or 1 a.m., even when you now sleep till about 10 a.m. the following day, you wake up but you're not energized. You feel tired, you feel weak because that rejuvenation did not happen at the ideal time. Explains why many people are sick. That explains the growth in the statistics of high blood pressure. Even among young people today, it is alarming because many times we are working online late into the night. Yes, you will tell me that's when your internet is working best. You will tell me that is when there is quietness. But I tell you, that is the real cause of all the diseases that are everywhere now. So it's suggested that you go to bed on time. Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Your brain works best early in the morning. So you can even wake up from about 4 and walk, do your meditation, your prayer, everything between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. And I tell you, you will have finished all your productivity for the day because the mental work precedes the physical work. When you have your quietness in the morning, ideas of what you want to do comes to you. So, sleep and rest are the number 4 pillar in our 9 pillars of health. During the day, find time to take a power nap. Even if it's 10 minutes, it rejuvenates your strength. You find out that in the afternoon, usually between 12 and 3, you feel sleepy. It comes. Just lay your head somewhere and take it for 10 minutes. It's healthy. That's a kind of rest that we should do. Whatever you're doing, once it's 9 o'clock, calm down, take your bath, lay down on your bed, and you sleep. I tell you, you will be better off for it, slowing down the aging process. Pillar number 5, and that is living food, eating well, eating to live. Stop eating to die. What does that mean? What should we eat today? Imagine in your mind what is in your kitchen store, what is in your freezer. Sometime in 2022, I was invited by a female minister of God. She's also a life coach whose blood pressure rose to about 200 over 140. And we had a chat. We had a coaching chat for over an hour. And then our second session was in her house. And I actually entered her pantry, opened her freezer, and had to bring out the things that she should stop eating. She went through a process of detoxification and adjusted her lifestyle and started and resumed swimming. Do you know she has a swimming pool in her house that she has not used for over a year? So, adjusting all of that, by the end of the second month, the blood pressure came down and she went back for checkup and she sent me the reading from the consultant's office. What is going into your mouth? Yoruba people will say, "Atenuje npayan." It is what we eat through the mouth that can kill. We must be very intentional about what we eat. What are the things you need to stop? Then I'll tell you the food to focus on. Especially if you're a black person or you even live in Nigeria. Please stop sugar, cow meat, goat meat, the imported rice, white flour, all the soft drinks. Please avoid them. Sugar feeds cancer cells. That's how bad it is. So today you have people who already even have cancer and they are still eating sugar because nobody has told them. Your body does not utilize that sugar that you are eating. Rather, on its way out, it takes most of the nutrients that your body even needs to grow. Avoid alcohol. It has no benefit to you. None benefit. What should you eat? You can do fresh fish with scale, fresh water fish with scale. You can do the local rice, that's the brown rice or the ofada rice. Take it with lots of vegetables, it's good. You can do yam, cocoyam, Irish potato, sweet potato. They are tubers. Eat them with garden egg sauce or lots of vegetable. You can boil your plantain instead of fry. Adjust your vegetable oil, the olive oil, is better. It's actually the best we have. Palm oil in a little quantity, because these days there's a lot of crossbreeding and there are GMOs. So you are not even sure. When we are growing up, you can preserve your palm oil in your keg for a whole year. These days, rats will even eat your palm oil. So a lot of all of this. Please avoid the seasonings. Use sea salt minimally. Remove all the Maggies and all of that. Most of those seasonings that have chemicals, please avoid them. It's also advisable that you eat your cooked food between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m. twice a day. It takes an average of 4 to 5 hours for each meal to digest. And so you want to finish eating before 6 so that the food will digest before you go to bed. If you eat after 6, it means that your body is still digesting when you want to sleep. And that will disturb the process of rejuvenation that we spoke about in our last video. I will also like to recommend the Forever Light Ultra with aminotin. We have it in chocolate flavor or in vanilla flavor. You can choose. It's a beautiful 100% protein meal. It's a shake that you can just mix with water, or if you like, maybe with skim milk. It can serve as a breakfast replacement for you, especially for people who are also battling diabetes, or if you would like to prevent diabetes, or if you're already pre-diabetic. It's important to take it in the morning because it is not cooked. So your body will easily digest and absorb it. 0 calorie, 100% protein shake. I've been taking this now for almost 24 years, and I can tell you it is a living food. It helps your body to rebuild itself with the protein that it provides. You can also add it to your fruit smoothie in the morning. So it's something you can take even before 10 or before 11. It helps to give you the energy for the day. I tell you, start today. You will thank me for it. So all of these are highly recommended. Take salads without cream. Please avoid dairies, avoid cheese, avoid butter, avoid milk. They don't digest on time. And the milk, coagulates in the intestine, causing indigestion and disturbing the proper absorption of food by the cilia. The cilia are this tiny air. You can feel it in your nose. It lines the lining of the intestine like that. And then the colon, which is the large intestine, is about 24 feet long. So you want to eat food that will easily digest through your colon. The more you retain food in your colon, the more prone you are to be sick. You've heard them say death begins in the colon. Everything we are talking about is that eat food that will easily pass through the gut, because the colon is long and winding. So when food is retained, when waste is retained there, diseases are bound to grow. When they say somebody has a big tummy, it is the colon that has the capacity to distend, filled with toxins. So the first thing to do when the person is already sick is to reduce the toxic load in the body. That's the first thing. Ensure that you're drinking lots of water to help this waste to leave the body. And that's why elimination is important every morning, because the waste produced from yesterday must leave the body this morning before we start eating fresh meal. Beans is very good. All legumes are good, but it's also good if you peel the back of your beans before cooking. Moi moi is good. Organic chicken, that is the local chicken, is good. It does not have growth hormones. Snail is good. It does not carry blood. Most diseases are carried by blood. Avoid frozen foods. They have been preserved with formalin, which is the same chemical used in the mortuary. So you want to avoid frozen foods to the best of your ability. So go for organics. Do more fruits, do more vegetables. I mean, it's okay. Eat pounded yam like once a week. It's good, but with lots of vegetable. We have lots of beautiful vegetable soups in Nigeria. Go for them. The edikaikons, the afang, the eforiro. Eat them. They will aid digestion and add fiber to what you're taking. Take lots of fruit, especially the fruit in the season. The fruits in the season are the fruit meant for that season to help us build our immune system and aid digestion. Eat to live. Do not eat to die. Thank you and God bless.